y'all, welcome back to another day here at Redwood RV Ventures. We're going to be starting off with some mashed potatoes. I've got about 14 russets and most of them are quite small. I've got about 4 normal size. I washed them up, scrubbed them down. These are smaller. This one's more normal, but they're kind of beat, so we're gonna clean them up. My husband and I do not mind skin on there, so we're gonna keep it. I'm gonna grab a knife here and we'll get to chopping these up. We're gonna be creating mashed potatoes for some delicious dinners. Just gonna do a decent size. For my potato salad, I'm still working on the size of the potato chunks. They need to be a little smaller still, so I'm gonna keep working on it. We're gonna bring all these crazy looking things over here. They all look crazy, so nothing new. Bring them all over here. Give these a little chibbity chop. We'll bowl them up. There's a little black bit. I'm just gonna chop that off. It's visible. See, like, I wonder if that's gonna be visible. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll mash them and get ready on our next part. Do y'all like mashed potatoes with skins? Do you mind them? I don't. More nutrients in the skins too. Baked potato, I love the skins. Just gonna give these a little clean up here. Try to get them as even as possible, even though it ain't always the easiest. We got some updates around here, so let me know what y'all think. I washed them and been messing around a little bit, so they're actually quite dry now, which is nice. Those are smaller, no biggie. So nothing extravagant, just cutting some potatoes for dinner and throwing them. Yikes. So is that bad? Seems like it's like moldy, huh? Or rotten. Some nasty potatoes, y'all. Come on. I know green you're supposed to chop off because it'll make your tummy hurt, but this I ain't never seen before. Well, we'll just chop it off. Chop it. Some weird ends, just chop them off. This one looks crazy too. Chop these weird bits off. Some of the skin's just not good, y'all, which I can just chop that off, but it is very weird like this. If I don't use all this in a few days, I'll freeze it. We're gonna put some garlic fresh in here. Well, it's minced, but I freeze it because garlic is very sticky fresh and I do not enjoy touching that all the time. It's just very sticky. If I can do a ton at once and be prepped and ready to go. We love a ton of garlic in everything, so it's just not worth it to do it every single time when I can spend a good amount of time, make a fat sticky mess and take care of it. And when I can grow my own, I'll do it all up, be good to go. This is a lot of potatoes. I'm always throwing food down my stove and then it gets under the stove. Spilling stuff down there is a pain. We deep cleaned this inside of the stove a bit ago and fixed the burner. Alright, my camera just did some weird business, but we will proceed. Like I told y'all, we're working on some new stuff and that takes learning, you know. There might be some hiccups here and there, but we want to make it better because this is very enjoyable. Everybody's got to eat. Come join us. We love making homemade, delicious food, healthier than processed or store-bought, usually cheaper, tastier. You can do what you want to it. Delicious. Let's clean this up. I'm gonna rinse this water, salt it, boil it till it's fork tender. We'll go from there. Alright, y'all, I have drained these mashed potatoes, or these potatoes. They're done. Fork tender. Beyond done. Perfect. I keep my garlic in the freezer like I said, and we're almost out. It's unfortunate. I'm gonna try to get to the bottom of the pot here. We're gonna throw three in, y'all. Throw 3 in. I'm gonna put my garlic back in the freezer. There's the garlic. We're learning new stuff here, y'all. Okay, let's try to get that garlic at the bottom. It's defrosting already. Defrosting? So I'm going to turn the heat on for a second. Pretty low. This is the Henri burner. That's half. We're going to go lower. I'm going to see if we can evaporate these potatoes a hair and cook up that garlic so it doesn't burn as bad. And I'm going to get my other ingredients ready. I've got it on completely low. I'm going to hit it high for a second. That garlic is almost defrosted, I think. We're going to throw in some butter. Should have already done that, but kind of forgot. We're going to go in. That's half a stick right here. Shoot, I might do 6.5 tablespoons, what I had here. It's a lot of potatoes. Probably gonna be more than one meal, I suppose. It's quite a bit. Get that buried so it'll melt. Perfect. Good enough for now, hopefully. Going with some sour cream makes it really good, y'all. This is almost gone. For some reason, my sour cream, been struggling to keep it good for a while. This big tub, so 1 hefty spoonful, 2. We're gonna go in with 3. Okay, we're gonna do a ton of salt and black pepper. I'm gonna add that much for now, and while it's mixing, I can add more. Yikes. Loosen her up a bit. We love pepper, as I always say. And I'm gonna go in with the little milk. Whoa, or quite a bit. And we're gonna give her a mix. I was gonna add salt too at the same time. That could have been a catastrophe, y'all. Try not to scrape that pan also. Oh yeah, y'all. Looking good. It's really thick still. I'm gonna give them a taste actually. I know I need milk. But it might need sour cream. Now this would be pretty good for shepherd's pie because she is thick. Give them a little taster. Oh, that garlic, y'all. I'm gonna do a little more salt. Man, that garlic is perfect. Not burning, so it's not raw. Good. The flavor is coming out perfect. Need about 1,000,000 pepper cracks. Go with that for now. I'm gonna add a little more salt. Home cooking needs it, y'all. We're gonna go in with a little more milk. Nice hefty splash. And I think we're gonna do a little more sour cream. Could almost do the rest. I think I'm just gonna do the rest and use this spatula and mix it up and we'll check it out. Alright, y'all. We're gonna continue on with the meal. Got the mashed potatoes done and I've got, I believe, a pound of ground beef defrosted. There's a nice chunk still in there. Boom. We're gonna add some garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, salt, pepper. Yeah, we'll just go in with the powder. I prefer granulated over powder. We're going to use what we have. Onion. Now we're not adding regular onions, so I'm just going to... I could cook with a chunk of frozen pureed onion, but I'm not going to put any in it. Going with a little paprika. Salt. And black pepper. We're gonna make little McRibs. It says add a splash of cold water, tiny bit, and we're gonna mix it up. Try not to overmix. Trying to think if I should do 3 or 4. I think we'll do 4. Get them quite thin. I'm a little orange from the paprika. We might do 3. Try to get a oval rectangle shape. Now what I should have done is gotten my skillet ready. That is oil in there, coconut oil. Alright, y'all, my skillet is warm. This is all that oil from seasoning it. I'm gonna put some water in here. You might supposed to freeze these and then fry them to keep that rib shape. I'm not doing that, y'all. I got a family to feed. Going with some water. Get this hot again. Got it on half. Patty these little boogers up. Try to get that rib shape in there, but a little difficult. That's a little better. Looks goofy. Kind of want a ridge on there. Okay, going in. It's kind of a lot of water, but that's okay. This stinks. I wonder if there's something on the bottom. It reeks. Or a dog hair or something. I guess I should do the rib shape first. This is like a little barbecue meat. What in the world? Turn it down a bit so I can get these going. Yeah, okay. Shouldn't have put it there. That's the hottest spot. Probably could have made that one a little bigger too, but that is all good. Trying to recreate stuff, it's not always as easy as you think. Sometimes it's super easy. Does that look like a McRib? Let me know. Check me out. Let me know. One more, y'all. One more. I'll throw a little more seasoning on there. It's funny though. Entertainment, y'all. Gotta keep yourself entertained. Have fun with the fam. Not bad. Alright, y'all. We're gonna probably pop the lid on here. Throw a little more seasonings. Kick up the heat. Get these cooked through. Alright, y'all. Turn up the heat. Little garlic. Oh. It's okay. That onion is really gonna be delicious. Might actually leave the lid off for a minute so it can evaporate. It's quite a bit of water, but all good, y'all. Little paprika as well. We're gonna top this little concoction with some barbecue sauce. Sweet Baby Ray's, that's what we have in abundance. All right, y'all, cook it up. Let's check it out. Turn the fan on so it can suck this moisture up. Okay, I think we're gonna let this cook with the lid off. We're gonna put the lid in the oven. That's where I keep it. The cast iron tastes good, so the dogs want to eat it if it's not put up. Weird, I know, is what it is. Very interesting. Some have more indentation than others, but hey, not too bad for the first try. I'm gonna let this evaporate a bit, cook it up, drain it, slather it in barbecue sauce. All right, y'all, I dumped the grease. I believe these are done. We're gonna put some barbecue sauce on them. There's a tiny bit of grease left in this pan, a splash of water so this sugary barbecue sauce doesn't stick too bad and mess things up. Get a nice coating of barbecue on there. I heated these mashed potatoes back up, and I've got some corn warming in the microwave. And if you haven't guessed by now what we are creating, y'all, we're making a hungry man. Because I got a hungry man to feed. This looks delicious. Just slather these little boogers. And if you didn't see our previous video, we made the delicious dessert for this. Brownies. They turned out way better than last time. They're so good. Homemade from scratch. Cocoa powder, flour. Delicious. They're very soft though. Might need a little more. Whoa. That's a lot, a little more. We don't have gravy for the potatoes. I don't think they really need it, but that barbecue sauce might just be good. And I could always get more on there. Okay, y'all. About ready to plate them up. They're steaming, so we should be good to go. Let's plate her up. Y'all, look at the plate. Cute. Okay, we're gonna do me up first here. I'm not sure if spoon or fork's gonna be best. This one has more definition, so I'm gonna give this to my husband. Probably give him two. We'll start with one. I want the little one. And he's probably gonna need more barbecue. He's a saucy guy, y'all. He needs that sauce. Alright. I think I might use a fork. A spoon. I don't know which one's gonna be best though. Alright, y'all. Oh, jeez. Just like a hungry man. Improper products in the wrong compartment. Mashed potatoes. Beautiful. I didn't salt or pepper this corn either. I don't put butter on there. I don't think it's necessary. Just a little salt and pepper. Gonna go with that. Potatoes. I'll probably have to put potatoes in 2 of these for him. How good does that look, y'all? And dessert. I know. We already ate most of them. Walnut brownie going in. I'm gonna do this little guy. There you have it, y'all. Homemade hungry man. Delicious. Bon appetit, y'all. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, consider subscribing and following us along for more. Give this video a like if you liked it. Let me know what you think down below. Would you eat this? Would you try it? Would you create it? Let me know, y'all. I appreciate y'all. I hope you guys have a fabulous day. Being with those you love, doing the things you love, and eating the things you love. Bon appetit, y'all. Enjoy. Cast iron, baby.